Hi there, my name is Teri Smith. I'm the owner of Adorable Decor, where we make and sell wreaths and other types of home decor. I also work toward inspiring others to make their own designs through my wreath making group. And tonight I'm down here in the workshop and I was going to make a lemon lantern swag. I have not made a lantern swag and I can't remember when. And we have all these beautiful lemon sprays in, and I thought we'd make something bright and cheery. So anyway, let me get my phone going so I can see everybody's comments when they come in, and I'm hoping everybody's well and hopefully thawed out by now. Hey, Jane and Carmen, there's already. Let me do just a couple of things here. Hey, Julie Phillips, how are you? Well, doggone it, I'm trying to get my fingers to work here. I always come down here and I'm always freezing cold, then my hands are too cold to where they won't work on the phone. Hey Liz, there's Sharon. All my groupies. yeah. I see Liz and Sharon from our group. Hi Susan, how are you? There's Terry. Okay. All right, well, like I said, I used to make a lot of lemon swags, and I haven't, lantern swags. I have not made any forever, and I thought that'd be something great to work on tonight. Hey, Barbara, and there's Valerie and Ernestine, Elizabeth, and I have these beautiful lemon sprays, and I've just got a couple of them left over. I'm waiting on a shipment to get some more of them, but I've been making a lot of lemon wreaths. I have one here. I've got a couple back there. And it's always nice if you're have an Etsy shop, or if you're selling your wreaths for, to the public. It's always good to offer coordinating pieces. So that's what I thought I would do. And this is going to be kind of a large lantern swag. This is my lantern, and it is, well, let me grab my tape measure. Oh, here it is. It is, I haven't measured it for a bit. I think it's like 25 inches tall, if I remember right. Yeah, 25 inches tall. So it's going to be a decent size swag. And the thing about it is that you can also use this design not just for a lantern, but I've had some people that use them for centerpieces like on a dining room table. You can put them underneath the light fixture outside, like by your front door. You can put them on a banister, on the end of a banister. So there's all kinds of different ways. I even had one person that took it and put a lantern swag on a grapevine wreath and made a wreath. So there you go. So first thing I want to do, I want to make my bow. And let me get all this stuff out of the way here. Here's my flowers that I wanted to use too. I wanted to bring in a little blue. It's going to be really cheerful. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hey Terry, and there's Della and Layton. And this bow is going to be a little bit different. I have this solid 2.5 inch yellow canvas that I'm going to have as the back ribbon. Then I have a 2.5 inch buffalo check. I brought this blue. It's really a kind of a deep blue to go along with the pinta blossoms that we have. And then this beautiful lemon buffalo check ribbon. It's a 1.5 inch. And then, of course, you guys know this is my favorite, this yellow and black Swiss dot. And I'm going to put that in. Oh, Terry just bought a lantern. Great. Good timing. And you do not have to have these sprays. You can take some greenery and just use some styrofoam lemons, make them into a pick, and do the same thing I'm going to be doing here tonight. Okay? It's just easier if you use a spray because a lot of the work's already done for you. But like I said, I used to make a whole bunch of lantern swags. I think I burnt myself out is what happened. So, all right, so I want kind of a long tail on this bow, on the back couple of ribbons anyway. I do not want to cover up the whole entire lantern, though. I always like to have, if we can end about right here, that'd be just about right. But I like to have a good part of the lantern visible. I don't like it when the whole lantern's covered up. But I think that would be a good tail to start with. And let me see here. That's about a 12-inch piece of ribbon or a 6-inch bow loop, okay? All right, and like I said, this is going to be just a little bit different. I'm not going to make 2 loops out of every single ribbon. I'm going to make a good backdrop for the other ribbons, but let's see. I always like to have some of the ribbons going out over the top and some of them coming out of the bottom. Like I said, you don't have to use sprays. I love to use the picks, though, like at Hobby Lobby, say in the fall, whenever they get all of their, all their fall items. They always have a great selection of picks, and you'll see me actually in the aisles. I'll be sitting there piecing them, the picks together, deciding what I want to put together for a lantern. All right, I'm going to make 2 loops out of both of these bottom ribbons, and then the other ones I'm not going to. I'm just going to use 1 loop out of each of those. Like I said, I'm making this bow just a little bit different than I typically do. All right, we'll get that out of the way. Actually, you know what? I want to put the yellow on bottom. And I try to have my, my different tails coming out of different sides. I want all the ribbons to be visible from each, or all the ribbons to be visible from each side. Just making sure that my bow loops are equal because I wasn't paying attention there. I feel like I've been half distracted most of the day today. We had a live video in our group earlier. I tell you what, I felt like scatterbrained. Let's see, I'm trying to decide how I want to layer these. I think I'm going to put this over the top of the buffalo check because I'm going to do my lemon ribbon next. And I don't want buffalo check on top of buffalo check. Okay? Guess I should zoom in here. Let me zoom in. Didn't even think about that, you guys. Sorry. Hi, Glenda. How are you? There's RS. Now, RS, I've seen you on here before several times. Is that what you go by? Is it RS, or do you have a different name? I know sometimes Facebook pulls up things and it has nothing to do with anything else. I was just curious. Okay, let's see. I'll do the lemon now. If I can get the pin out of it. All right, now this one, I want to go opposite. I'm going to have this buffalo check going this way. I want this buffalo check going this way. And I'm making these tails kind of long on top too, and we'll trim those down later. I know I'm going kind of quick through this bow. If you want any bow tutorials, I've got several on my blog. I've got several on YouTube of different ways to make a bow. My blog is adorabledecodecor.com. There's 2 O's in adorable, which I made that name whenever I was very first starting, and I'd never in a million years picked that spell that way again because nobody can ever spell it. You don't know that stuff when you're brand new, But nobody ever knows to put the 2 O's in adorable. I thought it was catchy when I first started out, but it's not very easy for people to remember. I love this Swiss dot ribbon. I'm kind of debating, I don't know, I brought a solid 1.5 inch ribbon also. Kind of sitting here thinking, do I put that on there or not? Or I've got a stripe. Let me see here. I think I'm going to finish off with this stripe. I'm going to put one of these, a layer of this also. It just seems like the center of that bow doesn't really pop if I end off with this. If I had a solid black, I would use that, but I don't have one. And I'm just going to make a tiny loop here just to kind of close up the center of that bow. Swiss dot, yes, I love it. Love it, love it. Okay. So how's everybody doing tonight? Any good shows on? I'm missing right now. Oops, I forgot to trim this. I usually watch Hell's Kitchen on Thursday evenings. I'm hoping it's getting taped. But my husband's up watching his westerns, and I just never much. I showed horses actually for a living for a long time when I was younger, and I never really got into the westerns. I don't know why. The western TV shows or movies. He loves them, however. All right. Let me get all these ribbons all straightened out here. All the loops going in the right direction. And again, I just want to be sure I've got all my colors distributed. I don't want buffalo check on top of buffalo check. Okay. All right, now once I'm happy with it, I'm going to kind of squeeze down on the center of that bow and twist my pipe cleaner. And I used a green pipe cleaner because a big bulk of the swag is going to be green. And we'll cover it up here in the center. If that green pipe cleaner is showing through, we'll be covering that up anyway. So, all right, so I'm going to set that off to the side. And as I said, I have these 2 lemon sprays. And then I have these pentablossoms. And I also thought about putting in a big hydrangea. These are small hydrangeas, but I make them big. But I'm going to go ahead and get these kind of separated out, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Okay? Hey, Vicki, how are you? So has everybody recovered from last week's weather? I hope so. That was brutal. I was telling everybody in my group earlier that we actually have some flowers starting to push through the ground. I saw them tonight, though, and I don't know. I think they got kind of burnt, frost burnt. I didn't have a clue that they were under there. We've had snow on the ground forever. And only thing I can figure is maybe the snow made the ground warm enough that it thought it was springtime. I'm just getting all these leaves to go in the right direction and kind of fluffing this spray out. And as I'm looking at it, I'm trying to decide, I might cut this down just a little bit into 2 sections. Let me look here. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I was thinking it looked kind of sparse down in this area. I do have more greenery that I plan on using, but it looked kind of sparse down here. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this one in half. I'm going to use these 2 lemons up on the top, and then we'll put the bottom one down here with the other one. And kind of beef it up just a little bit. Hey Jennifer and Stephanie. How are you guys doing? Oh, Teresa says it's 68 in North Carolina. Good for you. North Carolina is such a pretty state. North Carolina, South Carolina, I love it over there. I always tell people that I was supposed to be actually, once my kids got out of school and grown up, I was going to head south, but then I met my husband, and here I am in Terre Haute, Indiana. Yeah, Steve Martin back, I think it was back in the 70s. Steve Martin, I guess, did a show here. I didn't grow up here. I grew up about 50 miles south, but I guess Steve Martin came through here and did a show or something, and was so unimpressed with it, he called Terre Haute, Indiana, the armpit of the world. I think it's better than that, but still. I'm just dressing up, trying to decide how long I want that second. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I'm just going to take a zip tie, and I'm going to join these 2 together. And I usually layer these. I don't, I'm going to sandwich everything together, but I don't just grab a whole bunch of it and sandwich it all together at once. I kind of layer it, because if you don't, things will get loose and then it'll all fall apart. And that's one thing I'm really big on, is mechanics. I don't want my things falling apart on my customer. That would be a disaster. Okay. All right, and I may kind of thin down that greenery too. It's kind of full there. If we can't arrange it to where all the lemons are easily visible, then I'll probably thin it down a little bit. But that's a good start. Okay. I'll straighten that out. Hey Tammy. All right, and then this is going to be my top part. And I need to decide if I'm going to do that. I feel like I need something. If I'm going to tie in these blue pentaflowers, I feel like I need to tie something in that's blue in addition to it. So I'm going to make a bigger hydrangea. Like I said, these are kind of real small little hydrangeas. I do not need the greenery, so I'm going to get that out of the way. The greenery is kind of cheap looking. I will save it though. I can always use it like to cover up mechanics on the back of a wreath, or if we need mechanics covered up for this, we can always use that too. Okay. See, now I have a nice size hydrangea head instead of these little bitty pitiful ones. Okay? All right, and I'm going to take another zip tie and just join those together. I feel like my comments have gone away again, guys. I saw somebody else struggling with it earlier, too. Let's see. Can somebody say something so I can see if my comments are working? Hey, Maria and Lucindy, how are you? Okay. I'm going to kind of bend this up. Maybe I'll put a small one down here and a larger one up top. I think that sounds like what I'll do. Okay. Okay, Shirley says hello, and Sharon. Okay, I'm seeing comments now. I just have to keep on turning them on and off. I don't know what the deal is. I do know that it's getting very frustrating for all of us that are trying to do lives. We're trying to, to talk to everybody and keep on having these glitches. Okay. And I'll do that same thing, like if I'm making a wreath and I want to make have a larger flower than what I have, I'll just bunch a couple of them together. And nobody can tell. All right, I'm going to cut down part of this stem here. Just to make it a little bit more manageable. And as you can see, I'm just kind of sandwiching these things together. Okay? I got to make sure that I keep enough room, though, for my bow. Don't want my bow to be all crowded and squashed. I think that'll work. All right, let me get another zip tie. Actually, I'm going to use a larger one here because we're starting to get a little bit more stout of materials. So I'm going to use a larger one. Make sure when you're pulling these zip ties, you're not pulling it toward your face. Because if that comes undone, you can about put your teeth out. I'm telling you that from experience. I was doing that one night, and man, that thing came loose, and I just about knocked all my teeth out. And I always tell people, just about everything I tell you, just like that, just about everything I tell you is not to do. It's because I've done it before, and it didn't work. Okay. All right, and like I was said, I was wanting to go live too to let everybody know, in case you haven't heard, our monthly wreath making group is open for enrollment. And I've been getting more questions about joining the group, and I did put a link in the comments in case anybody's interested in looking at all the details and joining. It's right there in the comments. But the main question I get asked is if, we have live videos, we have downloadable, edited tutorials once a week. The main question I usually get asked is if I cannot make the videos at, whenever they're released or when I go live, can I watch them later? And the answer is yes. Everything stays on the Facebook page. The edited videos are actually downloaded on Vimeo, which is a video housing place on the internet. I'm working on getting all my videos loaded on my web page. But we have a great group. We have a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Do all kinds of things. We do wreaths, we do garlands, we do swags. We normally do lantern swags. I haven't done one lately, though. I need to do that. Okay. We do deco mesh. We do florals. Just pretty much anything you can think of wreath making, we do it. And I just realized I put my bow on upside down because I wanted these tails down longer. So let me undo that. I want the long tails to go on the bottom, the shorter tails to go on top, Terry. Hey, Pamela, and there's Alex. So who all out there has made lantern swags? Like I said, I tell you, if you're going to a craft show, they're a good item to have, again, because it's another alternative. Somebody that might not want to spend a lot of money on a expensive wreath. Oh, shoot. That would be another alternative. I've sold a lot of them just for gifts. In fact, I had one lady one time, she bought, I don't even remember how many, at Christmas time for her whole office staff. She just bought the same one for everybody. Okay, now we got it. Like I said, I changed that because I want the longer tails on the bottom. Okay, all right, so let's get all these arranged. I like some of these tails to go toward the back. Okay. All right, now at this point, I usually go ahead. I know the bow doesn't look like much right now, but we'll get there. We will get there. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put the hanger on it, and then we'll put it on the swag, and then I'll fluff out the bow, and then we'll finish this guy off, okay? All right, so I'm going to put it face down. I do have rustic wire that I like to use for my lantern swags, and this is just a heavy gauge wire that is covered in like a jute-like, paper-like material, okay? And I usually try to take off a good amount of it because I don't know if this customer who buys this, are they going to use it for a lantern or are they going to use it for a banister, an outdoor lights fixture? What are they going to use it for? So I like to make sure that they have plenty of it. And I usually cut off anywhere from 20 to 25 inches. All right, we got it even. Before I do that, I'm going to take a leaf here and I'm going to cover our mechanics. So right now you can see the zip ties and such. I'm just going to take a leaf. I've got a big box of leaves underneath my table. And I'm just going to glue that right there. All right, and be careful you don't burn yourself. Just kind of squeeze that down in there. So now all my mechanics are hidden. And I think it just makes it look more professional. Oh, Susan. Oh, thank you for joining in, Susan. Thank you so much. And it'll be on my Facebook page, so if you ever want to come back and revisit it, it'll be there. All right, I'm just taking this and tying this around. I do not twist it a whole bunch. I usually twist it once or twice because I don't want a big stem. I want it to be able to lay flush against the lantern. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and zoom out here. And I'm going to go ahead and tie it on. All right, and usually what I do at this point, this rustic wire, like I said, it's wrapped in some material. And I usually take, if I don't do anything, it will fray. And so usually what I do, I take my glue and I just, over the last inch or so, I just make sure and cover that really well so that it'll kind of seal that. because I want my customer to be able to use it, you know, time after time, year after year. Just wrap that right around there. Okay. All right, now, here comes the hard part for you guys to be able to see. Let me go ahead. I'm going to get all these ribbon tails going the right direction here. Again, I'm going to be distributing the ribbon. And I'll turn this around again whenever I got everything all straightened out here to show you what I've done. Like I said, there's no good way to do this part right here. And I'm going to shorten up these longer tails here. Usually I like to put a good solid ribbon on the very back of my bow just to kind of break the plane so you can kind of differentiate what's what. Sometimes if you have a lot of pattern on a pattern, it just doesn't read well. Let's see, I want this tail somewhere else. There we go. Like I said, I'll turn this around here in just a minute. Whoop. This lemon ribbon really has a lot of body to it. Really nice ribbon. Okay. All right, that's that side right now. And we might do some more trimming. I don't know yet. I need to see where I had that blue going. And if some of these, if they don't want to stay, we can use the greenery to manipulate it. Sometimes I actually have to tack a little bit of glue on there. But we're not there yet. I want a little bit of this buffalo check hanging down at the bottom. Buffalo check is still hot, guys. I thought people would be tired of it by now, but it's really still a good seller. And black and white, you know, you can't hardly go wrong with it. Okay. I think that's all the ribbons, unless I missed one. Oh, I did. I did. This one up here. There we go. All right, so that's what we have so far. You can see sometimes it's kind of hard to see when you're on with the camera. And I'm going to make sure that all these lemons are visible. See, some of them are kind of hidden back here by this flower, but we'll deal with that. I might have gotten it just a little bit too big. Oh, Cindy says her entire house is buffalo check. Yeah, that's what I did for Christmas the last 2 years. When I see another ribbon I missed here. I'm thinking I'm going to change this year, maybe. I don't know. It's so expensive to change out all your decor, you know. And I use a bunch of it that I have down here. I use a bunch of it upstairs too. Okay, all right, so that's what we have. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. And Teresa. All right, now I'm going to look at it here and see what we need to do. I don't know. I don't think we need to do a whole lot yet. Putting that second piece of the spray down here really did make a big difference in the greenery. But I do like to add a little bit. I wanted to carry some of these little blue flowers. Let me see. Let me see what that's going to look like first. I feel like I need to bring some of them up here in the top, and I need to bring some of them down here, kind of trailing out at the bottom. Okay, I got a plan. Trying to find a good place to trim this. I'm gonna cut up a couple more pieces of this, and then we'll go placing it. I don't want a whole bunch of it. We already have a fair amount of the blue with the flower, with the hydrangea. Okay, but I do feel like we need a piece of it up here. I feel like I'm going to get a step stool, you guys. I made my table a little bit higher. I put it on some risers instead of like bending down all the time. But now I can't really reach my lemon swag or my lantern swags. I'm on my tiptoes right now. All right, I'm just going to take some glue, and I'm just going to stick this down in there right behind the ribbon. I want this just kind of popping out at the top, just kind of like that. And again, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of it in. All right, and I want another couple of pieces over in here. Don't want them quite that tall though, so let me shorten it down a little bit. And again, I'll turn it around whenever I get it where I want it. Okay, and now I'm going to put a piece right there, right in the center. Just a short piece. I just want the one tall piece. Oops. And that lucked out. I just dropped that and it just stood straight up in the glue. I couldn't do that again if I wanted to. Okay. All right, can you see the top there? Just have just touches of the blue. All right, now I'm going to work down here on the bottom. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to add a whole bunch of greenery. I don't want it to get any more packed than it already is. And I might even trim down some of this fern. It's getting just almost too long. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take that off right now. And these, I never really cared for these little white berries that they put on this spray. These little white berries, I'm just trimming that off. Okay. All right, now let me find another couple of pieces. I want longer pieces, of course, here. I want to kind of, bring the eye down beyond this, down in this area, but not too long. And then we'll start working around the bow. This swag here, I can't see my phone or with the lantern. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. I love these this Pentablossom bush. It just adds a whole lot of movement. The flowers are really drapey. You can imagine, if it was in a wreath outside, how the wind would blow with them. It's just really a pretty, good accent filler kind of flower. All right, I'm going to turn it toward me again. You want to feel like when you're putting it in there, it needs to have just a little bit of resistance. So you feel like it's going to stick in there, stay in there. If not, I can always take either a zip tie or a pipe cleaner and secure it in there that way. Once I get all these in there, I'll turn it towards you. I just put this piece right here in the center. Now I'm going to come over here on the side, and this time I might have to go ahead and use a pipe cleaner because I want to bring it down kind of low and toward the back. I've got some green, have these green pipe cleaners. I'm just going to go right up here, and then before I would be finished with it, I would cover that pipe cleaner up with a leaf, just like I did the mechanics on the back of the lantern swag. Oh, thank you, Lois. I appreciate that. I'm so glad to hear that. You made my night. Yeah, I always tell people if I don't understand, I don't remember things. So I have to, that's always the way I was taught. That's the way I taught whenever I was teaching. I used to have to train nurse practitioner students and nurses and medical students. And those things, if you don't understand it, you're in big trouble. So, and I'm not for everybody. Everybody has their own taste, their own way they like to learn things, but this is the way I am. I saw my sister-in-law, actually, if you're out there, Cheryl, she had a shirt on yesterday, said, "I'm not for everyone." And I thought that everybody, all of us are like that, right? I just thought it was funny. I hadn't seen that one before. All right, so I just wanted to just kind of stagger the colors. I brought one down here on the back. You can see that. One down here on the back. One up here in the center, a little higher and more forward. And then again on the back over in this area. And I don't want it all just matchy-matchy, the same, the same level. Oh, Linda says same here. Same here. Okay, now I want to bring just a few of them up here around our bow. And not very much, just a touch, just a little taste of it. Just still messing with my bow and my ribbon tails here. I'm actually going to shorten this blue one just a little bit so it keeps on migrating over the top of my lemon that I have over here, right here. And I want that to be visible. It doesn't have to be completely visible, but I don't want it hidden either. Okay. All right, let's get a few of these little blue flowers. I just want little short sprigs. I don't know. Not sure I'm liking that. I might have to bring in some more yellow. I have these little yellow, I don't know if it's baby's breaths or something. Let me try these on. I just feel like the blue's not standing out very well with these colors. It's not standing out where you notice it really, and when I get real close to the bow. Actually, I'm going to shorten this little sprig down. I'll turn it around here for you as soon as I get this in. But I think that's going to look right. Got too big. A little bit less. It's the right color, it's just I had it too big. And I'm just gluing that right in between the bow loops. So if you do that, you need to make sure that you have you're happy where your bow loops are. Okay, so I just stuck that little sprig right there just to bring a little bit yellow in there. I'll bring a few of them down here and up here as well. Like I said, I just thought we were getting a little bit too much blue. All right, so I'm gonna, since I brought one over here, I'm gonna need to bring one over here to balance it out. And I just had the leftovers of that stem I just put on there. We'll just go right opposite of it. And you don't have to get a whole bunch of glue on it. Let's see, where'd I go? There we go. Okay, just right in there. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Okay, still kind of thinking that hydrangea might be a little bit too big. Might have to take one of these out. Might have overdone it just a little bit. Now I'm going to bring just a little bit of the yellow down here and up here. I like this. This is a Hobby Lobby bush, and they have it in several colors. It seems like that pink, white, the yellow. They might have purple also, but it's really a nice bush, nice greenery. It is plastic, but it's nice. And you can move each one of these little branches here. And so I just made this into two, well, I didn't this one, I guess, but the last one I made it into two different pieces of greenery, or filler, I mean. All right, I'm just going to bring just a little bit of yellow in here, okay? Too long. There we go. Just have this little puff coming out of here. And then I'll do the same thing over on this side. Just right up underneath of that bow. So we have the two sides of the bow. We're just basically surrounding the bow. We have the two sides. We have two down here. I'm going to put one down low, and then we'll come up here. And I think that's going to be plenty of greenery, guys. I don't think we're going to have to add too much more. It's right down here, right in the middle. And for this one, I'm going to use a pipe cleaner. And all I'm doing, I'm just distributing the color. All right, you don't want to just concentrate the color in one area. You want to take it the entire length of the swag. Oh, Susan, yeah, we're still going. We're almost done, though. Oh, Sharon, that's all right. That's all right, no problems. I'm always late for lives. I'm always the one that always texts it or in the comments. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. Okay, now let's bring a few of them up here, and then I think we'll be done, guys. I say that, but I'll have to look at it, you know. I always like doing these. I don't know why it's taken me so long to do another one, but I always like doing them because you can put them together pretty quickly. And if you have leftovers on a project, it's something you can just put together with scraps. Actually, I think the one that I did for Christmas this year that was my favorite was completely scraps. It was a gingerbread candy theme. It was one of my favorites. I have gingerbread and peppermints and okay, so I put that one up top. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Thank you. So I have this, it's kind of leaning this way. I'm going to put a shorter one right in this area. Again, just to make sure that we got color going everywhere. And it's going to be behind. I already have the yellow right here. I need to go behind over here. And it just needs to be a small one. Go. But you know what? You just can't hardly mess with black and white, yellow, black and yellow. They just go together like peanut butter and jelly, right? All right, I'm going to take one look here. I'm going to kind of trim some things. Trim some of these ribbon tails. I'll turn it around here in just a second. See. Okay, now one last finishing touch I want to do. I always like to come back and kind of put some things here around the bow, like some leaves, greenery of some sort, and that just helps make the bow look like it's not just stuck on top of the swag. And I have some of these same leaves left over from another project, so I'm just going to use those. Clean up my mess here. We were just talking about that in the group today. I just can't stand the mess. Can't stand a mess, and it's almost impossible to keep your craft area clean. My husband just doesn't understand that. He's more of a neat freak than I am, which is good. I'm not complaining. All right. I'm just going to put a few of these leaves just around in between the, kind of like in between the bow loops. And all I'm going to do is just, dip it or put a little dab of glue on there. It does not take very much. And again, make sure you like where your bow loops are. And just put this one right here. And I'll come back here, I'll put one over on this side. I always try it on first, make sure I like it. So I just put that just kind of sticking out right there. Okay. And maybe one more small one. Let's see. And sometimes this can help you keep your bow loops where you want them too. If you got, like, for example, I've got this one piece right here that just keeps migrating, wants to kind of buckle up on itself. And I'm just going to put this little last piece, excuse me, right in between. Doesn't want to stay there, so we're going to make it. And as I said before, you know, I use that green pipe cleaner, but you cannot tell that I have a green pipe cleaner there. Okay? All right, let me give it one last look here. And if you wanted, it might be just a little longer than I liked. If you wanted to, you could trim off some of this greenery off the bottom. I'm just going to leave it for right now. But I think we're done. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. And you always want to make sure when you're making one of these. Oh, Sharon's wanting to know in the group, do I give constructive criticism? Yes. We are always, you know, I offer people can either do it privately, or a lot of people just post it in our group page that, you know, we've got a wreath, tell me what I need to do kind of thing. And I offer constructive criticism if you ask for it. I don't ever, if somebody doesn't ask for it, I don't do it because some people just want to post their wreaths, and that's fine. But yeah, I do wreath critiques. A lot of times people will say have a sign or tell me if these ribbons go together, or what kind of greenery do you think we use? I mean, we're always bouncing ideas off of each other. It's just like I said, there's nobody that's gonna, you know, say anything bad. We have no bad eggs in our group. They're always supportive, very kind, and we're all in there to learn and have fun. Have fun, more importantly, though. But yes, I do offer wreath critiques, and again, I either do them privately, or if you want to, you can put them on the page also. I do Etsy shop critiques. We started that last week. We have a live Q&A once a month. What else do we do? And like I said, we do the edited tutorial every Monday. There's one released, and then we do live Facebook Live videos also. And it's just a fun group. We very low key. We're all in there, it seems like, all day long. I check in myself. I try to check in at least 3 times a day. I do it in the morning, you know, if I take a break at lunch, and then in the evening. But it seems like I'm in there a lot more too. But and I pop in there a lot live too if I think of something that I think that the members might enjoy or benefit from. I always do that. And we have a drawing once a month also. And today we had our drawing and give away a box of goodies. So that's always fun. So, okay, let me see if I missed any other questions here. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Sharon says it's one of the best groups. Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you, Teresa and Cindy. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Fredna says she crafts in her bedroom. I would hyperventilate, Fredna. I would. Goodness. Oh, Zuli, I didn't see you out there. Hi, Zuli. There's Faye. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. And Tigi, hi. And if anybody has any questions regarding the group, now the enrollment does close Sunday night. It will not open again until fall. If you get in there, you don't like it, you don't have to stay. It's a monthly recurring group. And right now we're working on spring and summer, Easter. We'll be starting some patriotic here soon. We're going to be doing some memorial type things. And trying to think. Oh, and every day we've been working on that as well. So anyway, that's it. And thank you guys, as always, for joining in tonight. I really appreciate it. And I'll be going live at my, I started to say my usual time tomorrow. I don't know yet. Tomorrow is one of the special videos that I told you that I was going to give a supply list also. And we're going to do that on Friday tomorrow. And then I'll do it on Sunday also. So I'll think on it. I'm not sure what time I'll go live tomorrow. We usually go live on Fridays at 1 o'clock. But I don't know. I'll put a post out though. Okay? All right. But like I said, you will be on Friday's video and Sunday's video. You'll get a full supply list also if you're interested. So, okay? And I think that's it. So you guys, thank you so much. You have a great rest of your evening, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.